What is going on YouTube? It's been quite a while. So I think the last video I posted was about 6 weeks out, and now we're a week and 5 days. It is currently Monday, March 2nd. I'm here at Destination in the office. Had quite a few things to do this morning. Did check-ins this morning with the coach. Just did my normal morning stuff. And then I headed over to my blood work and hormone optimization clinic, Sculpted McKinney. I work with them. We did some content, checked out their new facility that they have. So the chiropractor I see, Elite Performance Chiropractor, I see Dr. Miller. He's phenomenal. I've been seeing him since I moved here in 2024. I would drive all the way over to McKinney to see him. So that was quite the trek from Fort Worth. It's about an hour and a half here. So now I literally live 4 minutes from his office. So what they were doing is the other side of the clinic was in the big building was the chiropractor, and then in the chiropractor side there was also a tiny little sculpted McKinney, a little room. It was like a 200 square foot room. Now the other side of the building is sculpted, so we have a huge area to hang out, a big IV room. We're making a hyperbaric chamber, a red light sauna, a cold plunge, Normatex. We're gonna have a TV up in there. We're gonna have all our products in there, so you can get your IVs. You come and get your hormone optimized. You can get your blood work tested. You can do whatever that may be. You need to get vitamins or whatever that may be. You can get that there. Come hang out, have a great time. So that's kind of where I was this morning. Then I headed over here. I've had a meal, and then now I'm working on some client check-ins. Just kind of getting some content done for the day, working on these, and then I'm going to eat here probably in the next 20-30 minutes, and then I'm going to go train some arms with Brandon here at Destination. So not too much of an exciting day, but we are about a week from leaving, so I'll be leaving next Tuesday, so a little over a week. But Monday is crunch time. I got a ton to do next Monday. I've got to pack and everything, so I'll probably start packing this weekend. I got stuff going on all the way till Sunday, or till Monday, literally the day I leave. So I got a ton of stuff to do that day, and then leading up to next week. So very excited. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to these check-ins, get this meal in. I'll show you guys what I'm eating, because I'm actually on a refeed day number 2 out of 2 days. So being a week and 5 days out, 12 days is crazy, man. It's gone by. So we kind of just flattened out hard. We're gonna we did a refeed yesterday for a rest day on Sunday, and then we're doing it today. The fullness will pick up a little bit, and then it'll be just enough time to flatten back out for the show. Get nice, flat, crispy, detailed, and then slowly but surely carb up for the show. And I got my man Michael Johansson. I got my man Michael here, okay, the one and the only. So yeah, just wanted to make him say hi real quick. We got a lot of cool stuff going on here at Destination. Yeah. And then it's March now, so we got some awesome drops coming too, don't we?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about the Better Bodies, or a little sneak peeks?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've been doing some sneak peeks here all the time, but I'm especially looking forward to the drop of and the launch of the baggy pants.
Yeah.
And when you guys were using them at the end of last week here in the gym, it was like I got the DMs from a lot of people saying, I saw the pants in the gym, and it was full of this positive energy.
Yeah.
And kind of like colors, and it felt different. You know? So it was a really nice feeling. So
I think that's the big thing with the Gasp pants too, because Gasp is more we have such hardcore colors, I'd say, like blacks, dark greens. Yeah. So now we added the yellow, the orange, and all the other colors we got coming. I think it's going to be
it felt
really
a little
cool.
bit like a fresh, kind of like retro comeback of some stuff that should never have left us,
Yes. All right, guys, so I'm going to get this meal in real quick now that I let Michael kind of talk about what we got going on for homecoming week and a lot of the cool stuff we have going on here at Destination for Gas Better Bodies. There's just so much stuff coming, guys, so keep your eyes open. If you do want to support, you can use code McCall. That'll give you a discount. And it helps support me too, and I really appreciate you guys. So gas better bodies, code McCall. But yeah, I'm gonna get this meal in and I'll show you guys what I'm eating. All right, guys, we got our pre-workout meal here. We're about to train here in about an hour with Brandon. We got 350 grams of rice, and I don't know if I told you guys, this is a diet break meal plan. So I have a refeed meal plan and a diet break. So we had a refeed, which is very high fat, very high carb, moderate protein, where we pull back, and then diet break is essentially the same thing with a little bit less carbs. So 350 grams of rice, 100 grams of banana, 185 grams of white fish, cinnamon, 14 grams coconut oil, 2 grams of salt, and then 20 grams of honey from Simplex Honey. This is organic sea salt and organic honey. So one packet is exactly 20 grams like I need. And it's another ½ gram of sodium. So I do actually 3 packets of salt in here because each packet of salt is ½ gram. So this is like 1 of my grams. So I throw this on top, super convenient when you're traveling. Simplex has been great. So this is what my meal looks like. Absolutely delicious when you're a week and 5 days out. So I guess anything hits the spot then. Especially because, you know, I said white fish, so I'm sure a lot of you guys heard that and we're like, what the heck? But how I do my white fish is I cook it, I air fry it, and then I don't season it at all because we're not doing seasonings right now. So keeping everything very simple, super easy on the digestion. So the white fish unflavored isn't bad with, like, you can make it sweet or savory. So with the salt and the honey, sorry, comes out pretty dang good. So like these honey packets are amazing, that salt and honey. It's like the best pre-workout. Like you could just take one of these with some water, down 2 of these, and you have like a perfect pre-workout carb because it hits super quick. So even if you're in the gym and you need some quick carbs, just taking one of these packets real quick will be super easy. So I'm gonna get this meal down, finish up some work, and then go get some training in. And like I told you guys, this is gonna be a training video. So arm day here at Destination. So stay tuned, and you'll see all the action in a few.
Yeah.
Here, I ate, drank my pre-workout. So now what I'm gonna do is just roll out a little bit. Brandon will be here very soon. So this is what I've been doing all off season into prep. I start every day, back, leg, arms, chest, whatever it may be, as I roll out. So in the mornings when I first wake up, I'm sure you guys have seen in other videos in the muscle and strength, I always stretch first thing. So like I'll get up, get ready, and then I go to stretch. I do a pretty intensive stretching routine. If I haven't shown you guys, I need to make a video to do that because just to show you guys what I do in the morning. I go through a bunch of different stretches, legs, arms, back, just to focus on more like mobility work, and then like some more aggressive stretching too first thing in the morning before I go walk or do any kind of cardio. Kind of just gets my day started. The more muscle you put on, you know, you just get tighter. And stretching every morning helps keeps that muscle loose. It keeps the lines there. And then as you get leaner, you know, I truly do think stretching just helps the tissue. It keeps it loose, keeps you mobile, and it shows more detail. So We are going to start with cross cable extensions. So this is kind of what me and Brandon did last week. We really like it. It's just a really good exercise to start arms with and get the triceps nice and warmed up before you get into any kind of like more pressing movements or your heavier movements. This is just a nice extension, easy on the elbows. The prime makes it so it's like perfectly in line. So what we usually do is we'll just grab these little cable balls, whatever the hell you want to call it. Grab the balls and just start with one little stack, at least my weak self does, and stand here, elbows glued to the side, and then just extend down and extend those triceps. It's just a better option too if you're a bit wider and you just need more room to extend. That the rope, most ropes aren't very long. So that video that I did with the gym pin tricep rope is a very long rope. So it allows you to do this exact exercise on a cable with the actual length of the rope you need if you're a bigger dude and you have a wider frame. So this is basically just a better setup. You know, you can pull wide, the cable stays in line with your arm the whole full time for the movement. And it's exactly where you need it in your triceps. Like just these couple reps, my triceps are already getting loaded with blood. That's all I feel moving. I don't feel anything else. So got about 70 pounds each side. I'm a little weak boy right now. So we're going to send it though. Try to get 10, 15 reps. Hey. Important thing on this is to fully extend too. Yeah. There you go. Next exercise, we're doing like basically a standing push down, but not standing. So seated kind of takes the midsection out of it. So better ways to do this exercise, basically. So we're going to just do a couple reps, probably 8 reps, still warming up until we move into the top set. All right, guys, top set here. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. That's you. Good. Let's go. One more. I got you. Yeah. Drive. Good. Thing leaks. You smell that stuff.
That's the thing. I could. I was
strong.
I could smell it, but then I was like, fuck, it's not leaking.
All right. This is our second warm-up set. Shoulder press. We're going to keep it very light this week. Slow, controlled, eccentric, and centric.
Focusing on squeezing the triceps, shoulders, and upper pecs through these pressing movements. And honestly, probably not going to go much heavier than that because it's not that I don't think I can do it, but I can't put myself in a hole less than 2 weeks out. And I think I can manage it just getting high reps with a really solid weight. So managing, I think, your load right now is very, very, very important. So if I can just take that weight to 15 to 20 rather than putting 3 plates on and doing 8, same amount of stimulus, guys. The body doesn't know what the muscle doesn't know what stimulus is, or it doesn't know what weight is. It knows what stimulus is. So stimulating the muscle, making it harder with the centric and eccentric, or making it harder with weight, it's still stimulus.
It was right here. I think you just did.
Maybe I like put it on and took it off.
I think you got it from behind, and the prep brain was like, I gotta put it right.
Yeah. Go. Usually do these single arms, so they're feeling great today, so can't complain. Less than 2 weeks out. We're moving on to shoulders now. Just finished triceps, so we'll start with some lateral raises, cable lateral raises. Get some blood in here, get nice and warmed up. Let's go. Here we go. Good. Yeah. Good. Ah! Come on. Come on. Nice. Oh. Sets on standing lateral raises, so now we're gonna come over here, just pump the shit out of the shoulders, pump the crap out of the shoulders, excuse my language. And then do this probably for about 2 to 3 sets. So this one, you don't get as much on the lengthen spot, just being the way the machine is set up. So we kind of just keep it in the shortened position and then pump the shoulders. So first set, just kind of a warm-up set, and then I'll move into my working. Start some more blood in there, and then move into working stuff. Hey guys, top set. I'm gonna aim for like 12 to 15 here. So let's go.
Boy.
So next, we're doing some chest flies. Doing it at 195 pounds, so very light. The purpose of this is just to get some blood in the chest. Us hitting upper body. These aren't really like working sets. They're 3 sets, 15 to 20, with still like 5 to 6 in the tank. Really focusing on just blood and squeezing. This is something I've been doing. So like if I do arms and my chest is on the other side of the week, I'll hit a tiny little bit of chest here. Because I usually do hit some chest on this day, but pulled back for prep. And then now this is just to keep blood in the muscle going towards the end of the week. So if you're in the off season, this is something I really recommend to, like, if you have legs on like a Saturday and you're doing arms on a Monday, you know, maybe hit a set of quads, 2-3 sets, leg extensions. If your quads lack, push some blood in there, create an anabolic environment during the week for your legs leading up to that Saturday leg day. So I'll go further explanation in another video, but it works. That's all I gotta say. Thank you to my coach, Corey Linder, for teaching me these things. All right, guys. So last exercise, or last arm exercise, should I say. I'm really only gonna do one bicep exercise, just due to the fact I have posterior tomorrow, and I've noticed a little bit of tendonitis coming from the long head into my forearm, doing a lot of like pulling movements. So I'm just gonna do 2 sets here, get more blood. So I'll do a warm-up set and then 2 sets on this preacher curl. I'm not going to go really crazy here. I'll stick it between 12, 15 reps. Probably won't go to failure, but this is mainly just to push some blood here, get the biceps a little stimulated. So then you can roll in the back tomorrow. I still hit biceps again this week, so we're still hitting them, but being that now that we're prepping, you know, managing a lot of that fatigue, rolling from session to session, week to week is going to be very important, because at this point, with food being on the lower end, you know, recovery not being the highest, you want to make sure you're recovering and you're managing your fatigue so that you can recover and you can continue to drop as you lead closer and closer to the show. You never want to get to the point where fatigue just builds up so much to where you have to pull back so hard, you're wasting time. So managing it so it builds up, and then you can draw back, do refeeds, you know, give the body a break. And yeah, you don't want to beat yourself into a hole to where you can't recover, because that's where problems start to pop up. All right, I'm going to go through some posing real quick. Brandon's going to run me through some rounds, and I figured I'd show you guys because less than 2 weeks. So.
All right, here we go. Front relaxed. Quarter turn to the right. There you go. Blow it all out. There you go. Good. Glute. Perfect. Quarter turn to the right. One small step to the left. Good. Oh, yeah. Glutes looking good. Hammies are good. Quarter turn to the right. Yeah, blow it out and grab that glute. Right there, yes. Quarter turn to the right. Front double bicep. Good. Front lat spread. Nice. I'll try to get as much air in that chest as possible. Good. All right, side chest. There it is. Yep, glute. Right there. I got that glute one more time. I'll grab that glute. Nice. And face the back. Back double bicep. There you go. Let's hold that. Hold. Rear lat spread. Oh, yeah. Solid. Let's hold. Side tricep. Yep. Blow it all out. There you go. Now grab that glute. Good. There you go. And overhead abdominal thigh. Yep. Yep. Good. Blow it all out. Hold. And good. Favorite most muscular.
Right, guys, back at the crib. Got my meal made. I do a bunch of stuff. Just did like a little core nutritionals thing. So, post workout, it is like, what time is it? 6 o'clock. So we got 300 grams of sushi rice, 154. Hello. 154 grams of 99.1 turkey, 2 grams of salt in here, and then clearly some ketchup on top. Sugar-free. And then I got 150 grams of an apple and then some pineapple in here. So pineapple is just to help digestion. For those who didn't know, pineapple has bromelain in it, and bromelain is an enzyme that helps break down protein. So if you're eating a lot of food, especially a lot of protein, throwing pineapple in a couple meals, 2-3 meals a day, just like 50, 100 grams, really helps break down that protein, and it'll help your digestion a ton. So natural ways to get some digestive enzymes in. Vitamin has a ton of different vitamins and minerals in it as well, and micronutrients. So there's another benefit. And then a major digestion benefit. You know, you can't, especially when you're eating tons and tons of food, just being able to still get that food down and digest it, and being able to process all that food when you're training very hard, super intense, you're sleeping, you know, that's just going to help you grow more. The more of your food that you can uptake and absorb, rather than pushing it out and like it not absorbing, the more your body is going to utilize those nutrients to grow. So digestion is key. Having a good digestion. If you're not digesting your food, you're not growing. So it's like a big circle, guys. Think about it this way. You train really, really hard, beat your muscles down, break them down, tear them up, right? Beaten and battered. You know, after you, I don't know if any of you played sports, you just play a football game, play a lacrosse game, you're just beat, right? Then sleeping, or eating. Eating is all the fuel that is going to help, and this could go on both sides, to help fuel and perform during your training and to fuel the recovery process. So it's going to also fuel you to grow, push hard, train intense, and then it is also going to fuel you after the training to grow. So if you're not eating right and you're just tearing your muscles down, you're not doing any growing. You're just inflaming your body, and your body is just getting like beaten into a hole. It's like getting into a fight, getting the crap beat out of you, and then not doing anything to take care of the wounds that you have, right? Think about it. That's kind of how eating is how eating is to our bodies growing and how important it is, right? And then after that, you have sleep. And sleep is where your body grows, right? Utilize all that food, recover from the training. Sleeping is where our muscles grow, our brain. Think about sleeping also as your brain taking a shower, getting rid of toxins, allowing your mind to like relax so that you can go into the next day, not just physically, but mentally perform. 8 hours of sleep, 9 hours of sleep, 10 hours of sleep. If you're a guy that's training really hard, eating a lot of food, and you want to grow the most, the more sleep you can get, the better. I'm at about 8 hours, 9 hours a night, right around that 8 hours, 8 hour, 30 minutes. That's kind of where I'm at. And that's honestly, getting my sleep in check has been the biggest game changer for me. So I highly recommend getting y'all's sleep schedule fixed and getting at least 8 hours. It's very important. Something that's also helped me is putting my phone away. So like I don't look at my phone probably 20, 30 minutes before I go to bed, and that's helped a ton. So it's another tip for you guys to kind of just help your mind unwind before going to bed. Turn the lights on dim. Don't have bright lights on in the house. Don't look at your phone. If it's that late anyways, you don't need to be on the phone. So, all right, guys. So this video will be out tomorrow. So I can only reveal a few things. So this was revealed today, so I can show this, but Pump Black. So this is basically our extreme, not extreme, how do I say this? This is going to be our top of the line, max loaded pump formula. So I've got 4 flavors here, and I wish I could show you all of them. So this is our code red flavor, or red alert. So I'm going to read some of the ingredients for you guys. I'll edit it, put it right there so you guys know what's in this and how loaded of a product this is. These are all releasing March 6th. So super loaded formula, and it's going to be freaking insane. I'm actually trying this for the first time tomorrow, and the other flavors that are right here. I'm going to try throughout the week. So this is going to be my first time trying this one tomorrow. So you have 10 full grams of citrulline. That's a lot of citrulline, guys. You are going to get out of this world pumps. And that's with 2 scoops, because so there's 40 scoops total, 20 scoops for like the full serving. So for those of you who don't need that much, or you get enough with just one, you have a 40 serving tub of pump right here. You can just do one. So just one is 5 grams. And each of those, so 9,200 and 700 milligrams are fermented L-citrulline, and the rest is as a nitrate. So you got a gram of nitrates from that. You got 3,200 milligrams of betaine anhydrous, or I'm sorry, beta-alanine, and then you have a gram of that in a nitrate form. For those of you who don't know what nitrates are, nitrate is what this converts to in your blood, like citrulline, to give you that pump. And then we also have full yield betaine anhydrous at 2,500 mgs, and a gram of that being NO3Ts, so nitrates. L-tyrosine at 2 grams, taurine at 1 gram. So for those of you who get lower back pumps, taurine is great for that. So if you get really bad lower back pumps, what you can do is also add more taurine. We got cognizin at 250 milligrams for focus, so that's awesome. We got PeptiPump, which is a lentil protein hydrolyzed lentil protein at 200 mgs. And I've used PeptiPump before, and it gives you insane pumps. So that in this, and then 50 mgs of estrogen for the absorption. So we got this one, and then I believe this. You know what? I'm going to show you guys all the flavors except the one that we're releasing on the drop date, just due to the fact of I told them I would wait. So this is the tsunami flavor. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to review the flavors for you because I haven't tried them yet, and I'm going to try them tomorrow. And those of you who know Core, we absolutely crush the flavors. So I truly think we are the best on the market for flavors. That's me. If you haven't tried our products, you can try them out. Code McCall, give you a discount, and it helps support me. And then we also have Pink Venom. I'm not sure exactly what flavor this one's supposed to be because I haven't tried it, but Pink Venom sounds pretty sick. And then you've got a Cobra on here. So these are the 3 flavors that I can reveal right now. So we've got the Tsunami, we've got Pink Venom, which right now kind of seems like my favorite just from the design because the Cobra looks pretty cool on there. And then just Red Alert. So the other one, I'm not going to go too much into it, but it's a collab flavor. So a collab with an athlete. So I'll leave it at that. In the flavor, that one's out of this world. If you're going to get a flavor, get that one. I'm just going to say that now because you are not going to be disappointed. That one is, I haven't tried it, but everybody that I know has tried it so far has just told me it is out of this world. Nobody's ever done a flavor like this, so it's like a new, really unique flavor for this individual. So it's going to be really good, guys. So try that one out, or try all of them. Get all 4. Who cares? Stack up. So anyways, guys, Code McCall, if you want to support, get a little discount. And then if you want to try our new Pump Black formula when it is released on the 6th. So just in time for the Arnold this weekend. But yeah, guys, so that is what we got coming here. We've got some really, really cool stuff coming this year for Core. We've got a ton of new flavors. Our goal, I can't go into some of this, but we've got tons of new protein flavors, tons of new pre-workout flavors. We've got some collab flavors. We've got new products coming. So much more awesome stuff to come from Core. Quite a few months away, but we'll be there. Maybe fingers crossed, I'll be competing at the Olympia. But hey, like I said in all my videos, I'm very realistic with myself. You know, first call out is more than gracious, I think, of like where I can land. And yeah, we all go to win shows as a bodybuilder, but I don't see myself winning the shows I'm going to do. I think I could do very well. There's some very, very respectable individuals doing the shows with me. So yeah, I'm going to bring my best. These guys are going to bring their best, and we're all going to put on a great show. So I'm very excited. I have high expectations for myself to be in that first call out. And that's just kind of where I am at, you know. But yeah, guys, big year. Big year. Exciting stuff to come from Core. Tons of cool videos coming for the competition that we're leading up to. And then, like I said, I want to stay very focused on these videos, getting them out minimum once a week to you guys. Obviously, leading up to the shows, I want to get more. But I think if I can set a hard rule on myself to get you guys a video a week, I think I can manage that. But yeah, y'all's feedback is huge for me. So leave a like, leave a comment, what you guys want to see. I know a lot of you guys messaged me on Instagram saying, hey, I like the full day of eating videos. Like, We want to see more training. So whatever you guys have in mind for like what you want to do for, or what you guys like for content, always helps. If you guys like recipes, if you like see me make food, if you like to see me training, if you like the day in the life, just let me know, guys. The more ideas, the more good content I can get out for you guys. So